And we are live. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you at? About a few spotlighting a few plants. All right, give me 1 second, please. All right. All right, everybody. We'll just go over a couple plants, just talk about them, and yeah. So that's about what we're going to do today, and yeah. So um, right now, um, right now near some tomato plants to my left. Um, I'll go over those here in a little while. I just want to learn a little bit. I just want to go over or take a look at a couple plants here. Um, for some reason, this little jalapeno plant just wanted to stay low. Alright, so, but, um, yeah, I'll get back to these tomato plants over here in a little bit. I just want to chat about a couple other plants before I um, get back over this way. Now, there's a couple strains that I'll be covering, but so I'll chat about some of those things as I'm going from one plant to another. Let's see here. Sorry if there's any background noise. Can't do a whole lot to control what everybody else does around me. So, um, but yeah, this year hasn't been the greatest for any growers of any sort, pretty much. Um, Weather's been goofy, so. But yeah, um, what I will do is um, show a few plants here or there. Yeah, we'll chat from there. All right. Let's see here. Um, ooh, all right. Hmm, let's see. I'm just deciding which plant to go to first. All right. I'll go right here. Let's see if I can get some of these pods in here or in view. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Now, given the shape of these, they're a little odd, a little different, but these are Scotch bonnets. And the thing about this little plant here, even if it does look a little off phenotyped, it does have some nice Scotch bonnet flavor and heat. But and then got this plant here, got the tag around in there. So, but that one shouldn't be all too bad. That one's interesting. Uh, let's see. This one's another wild phenotype one. This one looks like it's about to split apart. Yeah, let's see this guy. Yeah. See, a lot of these pods have the similar phenotypes. So it looks like it's about to split apart. And, and this one's from a seed stock of mine that I've had for a number of years, just haven't grown it. And then, yeah. All right. Hey, what's up, Dojo? What's up, Steve? How you doing? Alright. Well, alright, I'll flip the camera around again. Now what you see over here, bunch of mint. Just mint galore. I had that for a number of years now, a few years now, because I had given some garden plants to a lady that was up the street from me, and she wanted to, return the favor, and she gave me some mint and some chives, because that's what she had to offer at the time. And I thought, why not? And I knew mint grows like crazy, but it started over there by, where you see that little wooden bamboo stick over there, and I had the mint starting that way. It kind of went off that way, all this way, down the fence and all the way over. So that's been in over a span of several seasons. And then, yeah, I'm not mad. I don't got a problem with it. Wherever I don't want it to grow, I could just pull it up or dig it up. So, I mean, I'll just leave a patch growing for whenever I want to use some. It comes in handy because on a lot of days there's some bugs that don't like it, so it helps keep some away. And also, you could also do some cuttings, hang dry it, use it for a later point. So, I mean, and then I just let people take some cuttings when they want. Alright, this one plant, and you can see the mint coming through it almost, is a cayenne. These ones got the long slender ones. I got those in a 6-pack of cayenne plants, so I just figure I'll give them a try. Got some nice ones here. Nice phenotypes. And this one's a paprika type plants. And then let's see if I can get this going more. This one's supposed to be a bonnet plant. This one's a lot of small plants are a little lagging due to the weather. So, I mean, to my personal standards of myself, this is not the best. Here's a habanero, and then habaneros, I like the way they grow. They grow short, but they can produce a lot. I mean, a lot. So if you want a plant that produces a lot with some heat, and it's not too extreme, then habaneros are definitely the way to go. Or even Scotch bonnets. So, I mean, I'm not saying that was a Scotch bonnet, but I'm just saying, that's how, if you're looking for ones that produce heavily, then Scotch bonnets and habaneros are the way to go. Right. So, this one's more on the Reaper side right here. This one's more my phenotype. I didn't create this one. I just isolated a certain phenotype that came out a certain way, and they're growing in certain ways. So, I mean, and I did get the flavor to go to more tailored to my liking on this one. And another boot. And then another cayenne. And this one's a little bootlet plant. Still trying to get in there. I got this plant at this ethnic store. That was just a little small rack. You could get like 3-4 plants for about $4 or $4 or $5. Serrano. I mean, small little ones, but hey, it is what it is. So let's see. Which one is this one? Oh, this is a boot type. That's one that what I marked it as, because I'd gotten it a while back that was supposed to be in the boot family, but it's just the way they came out. They just come out different. But that's what happens when you do seed trades. You never actually know what you're going to get, because whenever you do a seed trade, when somebody's growing them out, they can always come out a number of ways when they save seeds from the previous season, because there's always room for cross-pollination. Now this one is another one of my phenotypes that I was isolating out, growing out a bit. And that's one, the ultra hot range. And then, let's see. Oh, this is another Reaper. I only got a few Reapers this year. I actually got a couple more that I normally grow, because I don't normally grow much on the Reapers. Here's a bonnet. And yeah, but this one here, check this one out, yo. Classic phenotypes that everybody looks for. Look at this one. Alright, check that tail. And look at this guy. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see if I can get this here. I have my hands in the way. Banging my fat fingers. But yeah. So gonna couple move around over this way, maneuver around. This one's more in the scorpion family. Liking the look. More one of my banana peppers. I've been growing those out for a few years as well. That's what I like about growing them. If you grow strains out for several seasons consecutively and picking the ones you want for seeds, you can kind of encourage them to express certain traits. This one's more what was called a chocolate boot type, but they grew somewhat like these shapes you see here. But the pods don't get too much bigger than that. Alright, now take a look right here. This little guy, he's lagging, but he's still getting pods. What I like about this, even if the plants aren't that big, some of the plants aren't that big comparatively to last year, they're still producing that size pods. Now this one is from a Reaper variant that I got from a local farm. So they produce some nice heavy placental tissue laden pods that do rival the heat and flavor of Reapers. Now here's one of the Moruga scorpions that I've been growing out in selecting certain phenotypes and trying to encourage them to grow certain ways. So, but yeah. Alright. Now let's see. Alright. There's a couple of them I want to show over here. And now this plant here is more off the Bush T large variants that I've been growing, and there'd be big, large, heavy pods. Hot, yes, but pretty tasty. Let's see. Let me check this plant. All right. Now there's some of these ones. This one. Oop. Okay, let me get around here. So always trying to maneuver around the plants here. Now, this one's a little different. This one is off of Reaper variant. The reason why I say Reaper variant is because it's not quite exactly the same as the atypical Reapers everyone comes to see or identify with. But I have a yellow and a red version. Both of them are hot. You can even ask a couple people. I mean, I sent some to before, and they said it's pretty much like one of the hottest, yellows that they've had. But at least that's what they said anyway. All right. Now, Oh, gotta get around this habanero plant down here. It might be low, but it is bushed out and loaded. All right, let's see. It does have some ripening, but the tag says it's a burning bush habanero. Now, we will see at one point how much of a burning bush it is when I try some. Now, this plant that I'm staring at is called the CGN 21500. Now, it would be nice to see how these go. With the seeds for this one, I did get the seeds off of eBay. So, I mean, I'm not going to say they're exact to the T what they're supposed to be, but I'm not going to say they're not. Because I haven't really grown this strain that much, and from what I've seen and what they appear to be like, they seem to look very much like that. Now, if anybody's grown CGN 21500, then you can weigh in your opinion on that. All right, now we're going to go down here. This one plant is very low, but I mean, this is a shishito. I may be mispronouncing that a little bit, but if you say shishito really fast, then it's kind of comes out a little weird. But this one is loaded. Look, check this out. Nice size pods here. This thing's just loaded, loaded, loaded. Every time, like the whole, all sides of this thing is just getting weighed down due to the pods on here. Now, let's see. Now, this one is a jalapeno variant that is from my personal seed stock. That, yeah, I'm waiting to try these ones out. I had the seeds for this one sitting around for the past couple of seasons because I've just been growing other stuff. And yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. I wonder if they got any hotter than they were previously. Now, this is one of the ones I really want to talk about, but I might do a separate video. Now, this is a scorpion cross, but the pods are getting pretty big, and it's a nice little bush, but it's not the biggest. So, I mean, I had one pod come off one of the plants. I have 3 plants at least going. One plant is producing phenotypes like I just was showing. Another plant's just showing more little round kind of bumpy pods with the little dimple on the bottom that's indicative of scorpions. Now, and sorry everybody, this is the other one. There's going to be a lot of loud horn blowing here because there's going to be a train going by if you can't tell. Now, sorry about the noise ahead of time. And plug your ears, please. And yeah, so this is going to be one of the other type of reaper variants. Now, I can say with the heat on these, I can really say from what I've tried of them, they can really rival the heat in reapers themselves. I mean the mainstay reapers. So, and this one looks a little different, but these are from a Bula line. Now look at this, see? But they look a little different, but I will have to try some myself. I usually try to try a pod before I do a video so I can help myself identify, point out more flavor profiles and all that. All right. Let's see here. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. Look at that. You going to say that it has no reaper, sign of reaper? Come on now. But That one should be the red. All right. Now, for anybody that's viewing right now, or that could be in the chat at all, um, I'm going to one that's called the Mad Hatter. I should pull that weed up, but not right now. Now, there's a Mad Hatter that is striking me with features of ahis. Now, if I would have realized how it would have grown at the time I purchased it, I would have did a little more spacing or positioned it better. But it is what it is. So, here, give me this flower here. And these flowers are very much similar to ahis. And with the way the calyx and everything is and the shape of the pods, it does remind me of other ahis that I've grown. Let's see. Let's see. Now this ain't they do got some goofy shapes. Now let's see this one here. Now they are some hefty pods. This isn't the bigger plant either. Give me your pod. Now I'd like to know anybody's opinion that what they think of this type of plant. Remember, Mad Hatter. So if anybody wants to key in on that, I'd appreciate your opinion. So, what's up, Rocky? What's up, Charles? What's up, Rodney? But let's see. Just going through the chat right now. All right. Now, if anybody, let me see here. Now, I'm not trying to show too many of my ones right now, because I'm probably gonna want to do a separate video on that. But all right, yeah. So I do got a lot to go on here. Not as much time as I'm used to having, because last year plants were a lot further along. Now, not so much, because the weather was just wonky here. So, let's see. Let me give myself a better position. All right, check this. Now, this is one of the morugas. Check how their pods are growing. Check that. Now, see that? See, these are the moruga scorpions, man. Check that. They're pointing upward. Second season in a row. Now, I believe it happened before, but now I'm going to save seeds from these if I can get them to ripen, or if I have enough time for to allow them to ripen. And then, because I like it with what it's doing. Last year I had a brown moruga and a chocolate do this, and I would like to see that continue on in future generations of that. I mean, the heat, the flavor has not changed. I've changed in a negative manner on that. It's just the way they're growing is slightly different. If anybody's familiar with the morugas, sometimes they'll start pointing upward a little bit, but then they'll point back down to the way this pot. Now, and let me check the chat real quick. All right, sorry about the finger in the camera. All right. Nice, Charles. Yeah, I'm streaming through YouTube itself. So, I mean, that's one way. So, sorry about the humming. Oh, and I got a bootnade right here. If anybody's hearing me say that and doesn't like the way I'm pronouncing it, yes, I may be mispronouncing that a bit. So, all right. Bunade right coming up. These ones, nice phenotypes, lovely purple, deep purple. If y'all can see, look at this phenotype right here. This one right here with the little hook tail. But I like this strain because it's just like the color, not just for the coloration, but the way these grow, they grow a bit differently than most typical ultra hots. But I like the color transitions, and I've had multiple phenotypes, and yeah, and it's a nice flavor. Doesn't disappoint on heat. This one's a Trinidad Perfume, nice pods. I've had some coming out looking like actual scorpions, but with the flavor and the heat profile of the perfume, Trinidad Perfume. Here's another one of those Scotchies that grew from my seed stock. And then here's one of those Thai hot peppers I posted up on Instagram. It's a video and some pictures of that one. Here's the other one. And yeah, these ones, personally, I've been growing them in containers. I have grown one in the ground before, but I find they do much better in my scenario, in my experiences, in containers. Because they look almost less like a house plant. But, like hundreds of little peppers on there. And allow some of them to ripen. Nice display. Alright, there's cayenne right there. And let me see right here. Okay. And then jalapeno. This one's a mammoth jalapeno. So yeah. This year has been really, really goofy. So with the weather. And then Tabasco. Got that one in a container. If you grow Tabasco, keep in mind they produce a lot, and peppers pointed upwards. Almost produce similar to these guys, but the plants could get a lot bigger. I've had Tabasco be like a big old bush of a plant. And then red habanero right there. Petunia flower. And then if people wonder what this is, it's called the stevia plant, or stevia. Maybe they're mispronouncing it again. Alright. This one, Medusa. Now, anybody sees this, this is one of those ones that does awesome in containers. Better in containers in my experience. They just work out better that way. Then, yeah. Got my fat fingers. Alright. Medusa. Yeah. Somebody wants a pretty ornamental that's got some decent flavor. Pretty much almost zero heat. Go for that. That's a good way to go. Yeah. Hey. Alright, everybody. Now, I still got a flat of peppers here, and haven't even put it in the ground. Should have put them in the ground a while ago. But, alright. Here goes some Hungarian Wells. Awesome. A nice one. I haven't grown Hungarian in a few years. Alright, let's see this guy. This one's more of a bell variety. And then the bonnets. Can't wait for those to produce. Well, I'm going to have to wait, but it doesn't feel like I want to. Oh, this is one of those ones. There's Charles still in the chat. You know what I'm talking about. That's one of those yellow ones, and here's a red one, red version. check this. Check these pods out. These are big, hefty pods. So I'm looking forward to those. Alright. Check this one out. Now this one's coming out different. They're supposed to be more scorpion types, but they're not looking so much like that. And this one's a Mula variant. I would say chocolate, but when I grew these out last time, they turned red. And I'll see this season about what color they will be. Alright. Yeah. Over the show. Alright, Poblano Ancho. Now. This one's a chocolate cherry. Alright. Nice pods on that. Alright, everybody. Get around over here. This one's from my personal doing right here. Yeah. What I mean by my personal doing, this is creating one of my personal lab. You check this. See how all these flowers? Look at the petals on them. This is an unexpected side effect, but the way they are, not just the color, but with the way the petals are shaped. I'm sorry for all the noise around everybody. And then, let's see here. Here's some more of those Reaper variants. I know that a lot of them may have like scorpion-esque shapes. This is the red. Here's the yellow. Check that stinger. But yeah. Alright, everybody. You want to take a look around. Alright, everyone. Oh. Now, there goes another Mad Hatter. It was, this one's bigger than the other one. Alright, let's check these pots. Alright, see, check that out. There's some wild shapes. I'm looking forward to trying these. I don't know how they're going to come out, but I'm looking forward to them. They just almost remind me of ahis so much. I mean, especially with the plant structure and the flowers. And the little shape of the pods. Now, this one's mine. Definitely mine. Not being possessive of it, I'm just saying it's mine because I had grown this one or created that hybrid in my indoor grow lab early this year. So, we got another train coming. This one I don't want to speak too much of. I'll show, but I will not speak too much of. This one's one I'm waiting to see the results by trying personally. Sorry about the noise again. Now, can anybody, quick question, can anybody come up with a name to this one? Anybody in here? Alright. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Now, this is a pepper plant. Actually, take a look right here. I'll see if I can help you all out here. Now, look at these pods. See that? See the coloration on the pods? Looks like they're multicolored. And being this, I grew this variety a couple seasons ago. These aren't from seeds I saved before. This is from an actual plant that I had seen somewhere. Sorry about that, there was a fly. This is one I bought the plant, and then just to see, because I wanted to grow it again. This one's called Calico, and it's a very nice one. Nice, very nice looking plant. Best to be grown in the ground, or in a container, rather than in the ground. Alright. And yeah, so if anybody ever grows this strain, as a suggestion, I'm not going to tell you what to do. As a suggestion, you might want to look into growing it in a container. Because in my experience, it does better that way. So, and if anybody's looking at this one here, this is one like I just passed. First generation cross. F1. Now, this one, as you can see, a lot of pods on this plant are sticking upward. Now, in regards to this one, they have ones that I have two in the ground, two in containers. Two of them, I mean, a lot of them will have, or at least most of them seems to be pretty productive. So there are some pods that hang down, some that stand up, or a lot on this plant stand up. The other plants, some of the other ones have ones that hang down and hang up at the same time. Hang up. Anyway, this is BT tab, so hopefully I can get a good one, at least one pot out of there, so I can save some seeds. But yeah. And then this one's cayenne right here. Another one of mine. And this does go through a color shift as it gets to be ripening, as I'm seeing here. So there are a few more plants that I can go over, but I don't want to make this too much longer. So yeah. Alright. Here's the tomato plant. Alright. Alright guys. Here, check this out. See, these tomato plants, I mean, are flopping over, and honestly, if I were to have them all stretched up, they would be way taller than I am. So, and let's see here. Alright, take a quick seat. Alright, everybody. Now, got some tomatoes. I'm gonna have a whole mess of tomatoes. So, I don't know. I'm probably going to end up giving a lot of tomatoes away. Because I personally don't use that many tomatoes. But family wanted some tomatoes grown. So, and yeah. But alright guys, let's see here. Oh, one more thing I can show y'all before I head out. Watch this. I'm not going to say the name, but I'll show you some pods. check this. If any of y'all are still in here. Now, I'll go more around this way. This plant is definitely proven to be having some nice seed savers on here. Look at that. Nice hefty pods. Yeah. So, looking forward to snatching off that. Here goes my plant again. Alright, guys. This is a plant that I had growing inside. I had it growing inside for quite a while. Started off a little thing and then just grew it and transferred it out here. Alright. This is one of mine. I'm liking the way this one's looking, but I'm not saving seeds because I can save seeds off that plant if I want. Wow. I'm digging the flavor on this. Yeah. Very tasty. Sweet, fruity, spicy. Alright. Check this plant. These ones are Thai peppers as well. And I started this one, I had this one growing inside for quite a while. So, what's up, Lee? Alright. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and take a step out of here. We gotta move that stake because that one's not working well for that plant. Too big of a stake for it. Alright. Now, some more plants that I started from seed here. Started that from seed. Got some basil here. Started that from seed. Now, look at that. This ornamental variety. Got this started that from seed, and supposedly it's supposed to be a heat level of habanero. Alright. This is a cross of mine. And then check out the flower on that. Oh, it's folded up. Yeah, it was all open up earlier, but the flower is white, but purple around the edges. Alright. Now, here's a ghost pepper. This one's, the leaves are kind of hanging because it needs water. Because this one's in a container. Oh, here, let me flip it back around. Now, this is ghost pepper. Leaves are kind of drooping, but that's because it's low in moisture. Scorpion. This one's supposed to be white bell. I got these seeds off of eBay as well. So yeah, everybody, don't be too afraid to get stuff off eBay. Worst case scenario, you don't end up with a strain that you're looking for. You end up with just a different strain altogether. Alright? Alright. Check these Hungarian wax. This one's just a little plant that's loading. So yeah. Then here, sangria. If anybody's familiar with that ornamental variety, like hundreds of little peppers on that one, and it's doing really well. And I always like growing sangria. Got two variants. One that's putting out this color pods, and they all ripen to red. The main one that most people are familiar with is the pods that start out pretty much purple. And get the leaf red hive. This is another bill. Cayenne. I like cayennes. This one's onyx red. Looks a lot like a black pearl. I mean, at least with the pods and the color. But the plant stays more compact and is just a nice one altogether. Well, Rodney, well, there's a lot of places you can buy seeds for mammoth jalapeno, but just message me and I'll let you know about that. Alright? Alright. Now, sorry I paused right here. I was responding. Let's see. This one's a boutonniere plant. In a container. They do awesome. They do pretty well in containers as well. Now, awesome phenotypes. I'm looking forward to this guy here. One I got right there. And this one. Now the pod, a lot of pods can look darker, but look at this little nugget. But yeah, there's that stevia plant again. Alright guys, back to here. This plant's called lemon green. Now, got a ripened pod in there. This short, compact plant called Sweet Heat. That's literally the name. Now, Rodney, if you want, you can hit up Rocky. He's a good guy. I'm pretty sure you, just like he said, he was willing to send you some. So by all means, go ahead and hit him up. Alright. Here's a habanero. Check that out. That's some of this what I was saying a little earlier about habaneros. You see how loaded that is? Awesome plant. So habaneros are definitely a way to go in regards to producers. And yeah. Alright everybody. Awesome sauce. But so well, everybody just this has been a good one here, so still got time, still got a ways to go in regards to the way the plants in the garden is, alright? So please stay tuned everybody. You will see some improvement going on here. I know this may seem pretty late, but I still got a couple plants to put in the ground because the containers are in, they're drying out too fast. Sorry about that. Let me get back here. Alright. Yeah, so as I was saying, some of these plants are just soaking up the water too fast for, for the container they're in. And yeah, if you're hearing me, I was clipping some mint. Some of the mint's going to seed here. So shouldn't have sniffed the flower like that. Alright. But yeah, so mint's a good plant. So if you're looking to grow something like that, that'd be a good plant to grow. It comes back every year. And if you're looking for something to produce a nice smell in the air, wind hits it just right, you can get a good smell of mint in there. It's very refreshing. And if you look like more lemon smell, go with lemon balm. Lemon balm is a good one. It's still in the mint family, and it's got that real lemony citrus smell. And plus, if I don't care for that smell, and then kind of stay away from it. But all right, this stream has been going on a lot longer than I expected, and yeah, so well, not a lot longer, but just um, now in regards to anybody, if there's any questions right now, um, that'd be cool. I'm willing to answer what I can, and but um, there is a couple plants that I'm going to be going over soon. Um, yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing that because it's not producing a lot of pods right now, but the pods it has are definitely, at least one of them I'm eyeballing for a seed saver, and the phenotype is awesome. Um, but I'm not going to go into great detail about that yet. Um, so, um, all right, everybody. Um, some plants, if you're asking if I start season ground, that is very possible. I did do that for a couple of seasons, and that was awesome because there was no transitioning, there was no waiting for it to adjust. It just started and just went, you know, and that was awesome. But that only depends on if you have the right conditions. Um, there was for a few years where it was just awesome for the conditions in regards to doing that because it started earlier in the year and then went into later in the year for the season. So basically at those times when for me, uh, I mean it'll work for annuums, the easy or the faster growers, but in regards to ultra hots or super hots, you're going to want more time. Um, like what made it awesome before when it did that is that the plants or the weather at the end of February, it just jumped up into the 60s, and easily in the mid to high 60s, and stayed there. And then in the evening, it went down to maybe 50s or so, and it just stayed increasingly. It stayed really warm until the end of the until like around November. So I mean, it just stayed awesome. And if I recall right, so for like it didn't really snow much of that year until like January. But if anybody, but when doing it like that, if you can do it like that, you'll notice a big difference in your plants. At least for my case scenario, plants looked awesome. They got real full, real large when I did it like that. Because you didn't have to do any of that stuff where you're starting them here, up potting them, transitioning them, and taking them from inside to outside, and then waiting for like a week or so for it to fully harden off, and then put it in the ground, and then see where it goes from there. Because it was automatically used to everything out there straight off, and then it just was like that. It was just they were just basically just once they once they showed the signs of germinating, they just went straight up, shot up, boom, 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 boom. That was awesome. But yeah, I mean, the only way you'll know is if you can see that, do that yourself. But um, so anything, maybe one of these times the weather will play again like that. Um, all right. Yeah. So if anybody has any more questions or anything, feel free to ask. Um, Um, so, I mean, there has been times where the weather has played out right, where it doesn't take long for them to harden off. But the trick is, quick advice for anybody that's watching this video. If you want your plants to harden off faster, give them the morning and the afternoon sun. Where it gets a bit intense for them is around midday-ish. So like around near noonish and a little bit after that. So there's a few hour time period that where it just gets a little real iffy on the heat because it's just glaring. I mean, it's not just the heat, not just the sun itself. It's the UV index that's it gets pretty intense on that. It's a combination, but the UV index does play a big factor in that one. Uh, but sorry for rambling on, everybody. This one is a nice one. I really am looking forward to getting these ripened. I don't need a whole lot. I just need a few pods and save some seeds. So, and then this pepper plant here. Um, this one's a lunchbox pepper. It's a red one. So, and thank you, Rocky. Um, but me and my opinion, where I hold myself in the standard of my plants are way off. Okay, but thank you. I appreciate that. I know other than getting pods and everything, but I just see I just see my plants can be doing better. Hey, plants, you can do better. No, anyway, sorry for the bad joke. But anyway, but yeah, I want to go ahead and I got some ideas for more videos coming up. I just need to adjust some stuff and and cross my fingers and hope for that Mother Nature will cooperate with me enough. That'd be awesome. So yeah. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to have to wind this down here. I'll keep it going for another few more minutes, but let's see if I can. Come here, guy. Don't play around with me. Oh, not fully ripened. Oh well. All right. This is cayenne. Pretty little skinny cayenne, but there's a whole mess of variants of cayenne. If anybody's familiar with peppers, a whole mess of them. This one does remind me of not so much of cayenne, but more of an other variety that's similar. But it's got to be cayenne because I noticed the structures on those two strains are different, but in the flavors. I prefer these more ripe. Yeah. The other train. Got a seed right here. Well, that's a nice little bite to it. Sorry about that. Yeah. So that was a nice bite to that strain. A little bit of heat. Feel the heat right there. Nice tasty pod. But I will, if this cooperates with me right, I will have something to review, and then there will be some that if they ripen, but I'm not holding my breath on that. Those Mad Hatter ones, I'm looking forward to, but if they are like in the ahi family with which I'm kind of thinking they are, yeah, I'm looking at them like they're going to take a while to ripen. But all right. Alright, everybody. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll go ahead and alright. I'll go ahead and get ready to call it a day here shortly. Oh, hey Rodney, oh not Rodney, hey Rocky, uh, YouTube held your comment. Sorry, I think it was because you put your email in there, right? Rodney, if you're still around, um, be sure to hit him up on Instagram. All right. Hey, Rocky, yeah, leave a quick comment and show me if you're there or not. All right. All right. All right. But yeah, alright guys. We got another video coming up. I still got a couple plants put in the ground, like I said. So, yeah. Alright. Alright you guys. This is what I'll do. I'll go ahead and talk to you guys later. And a little pepper burp from that pot. Alright. I'll talk to you all around. And yeah. Alright. Alright guys. Alright, I want to thank everybody for showing up. Thank you for taking part of the chat. Everything. Really do appreciate it. Thank you everybody. Alright. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate y'all being here. And y'all is amazing for doing this, taking part, and join me for the ride. Alright, guys. Now, hey Rodney, be sure to hit up Rocky on his Instagram if you can. He did put his email in the thing, but YouTube held the comment because they consider that more personal information. But if you can, I'll see what I can do about if I can help you guys link up, then I'll do that. All right. All right, you guys. This is what I'll do. I got to go ahead and um, let's see here if I can do this. Ah. All right. Okay. All right, Rodney. Hey, just message me and I'll see what I can do about giving you his email. All right. All right, guys. Thank you for watching and taking part of the video. I really do appreciate it. And hope to see y'all soon. More videos to come. And yeah. Alright. See y'all in the next one. Remember, you guys, keep it spicy. Keep growing. Stay out there and get your hands dirty. Alright? Alright, you guys. See y'all in the next one. Peace out. Later.